chocolate because of that sugar and cocoa. Huge shout out to Mark Dequito, and you know who you are. Thanks for recommending me this recipe originally about a year ago. I thought you would have never known about Champorado, so yeah, thank you, Mark. What is up, guys? Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoyed last week's mountain biking vlog, a bit different from the usual stuff. But this week I'm going to be returning back to the subject of food. So today we are going to be making what is known as Champorado. And Champorado is basically a chocolate rice pudding dish from the Philippines. And it's really popular. It's usually eaten at tea time or in the mornings for breakfast. So yeah, let's just take a look at the ingredients. So first, and probably the most important ingredient, is sticky rice, also known as glutinous rice. So we got that, and in the original recipe you're supposed to be using tablia, which is basically a less refined version of cocoa powder, but because I do not have access to that, I'm just going to be using cocoa powder. So if this is all you guys have, that is no problem at all. Next, we got granulated sugar, standard sugar. And finally, this is really going to make a difference, coconut milk. So some people use water in the place of coconut milk, but it just doesn't have the same effect because the fattiness in the coconut milk is what gives it the richness in the end. You guys will see what I mean later. But yeah, really basic ingredients. And maybe we will top it off with some condensed milk as well. But this is really all you need. So if that sounds interesting, let's get into it. Alright, so right before we get into the cooking, I wanted to mention one thing. And so with the sticky rice, you have to soak it for longer than regular rice because it takes longer for the rice to fluff up or soak up the water. So what I did here was I measured about half a cup of sticky rice, and then I soaked it in this pot right here about 20 hours ago. So it's been sitting for quite a while. Now you guys don't have to let it soak for that much. Maybe just let it sit overnight, but doing it longer is always good. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Okay guys, so after you guys have soaked the sticky rice for overnight or so, make sure to drain all the water because we're not going to be needing that. In the place of that, we're going to be using coconut milk. So after you have done that, just put it in your pot, and then we're going to be adding the coconut milk to it. Okay, so now we're just going to add the coconut milk into our mixture here. Oh yeah, look at how chunky and oily that looks. So we're going to be using about a cup of coconut oil. I think I'm using just over a cup here. But it's really up to you guys, and either way it's going to turn out fantastic, so there's really no going wrong with coconut milk. Okay, and after that we are going to turn on our heat to a medium-low flame because you don't want to scorch the bottom. Alright guys, so after you guys have done that, just stick a lid on it, wait for it to boil, and yeah, keep going. Okay guys, so it looks like our coconut milk has just started to boil, and as you can see, when coconut milk boils, it starts to get frothy. So make sure to keep mixing it just so that the rice doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan, because if it does, then it's going to start scorching, and that is not good. So just keep mixing it, and yeah, we're going to let that boil for 10 minutes. Okay guys, it has been 10 minutes and we are here ready for the exciting part. So we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of cocoa powder and 1/3 of a cup of regular granulated sugar. Here we go. There we go. Easy as that. Okay, now let's start mixing. Look at that color. Ooh. Immediately you can already start to smell the aroma of chocolate because of that sugar and cocoa powder. It's so amazing. You guys have to try this. So because we let the coconut milk and rice simmer for about 10 minutes, it's really thick now because all the moisture has evaporated. And so the champorado is really starting to come together. Okay, so I've been stirring that for about 5 minutes, and just like that, I think our champorado is ready to go. So let's just turn off that heat. Oh yeah, look at how thick that is. Oh yeah, you know it's ready when it takes a second to roll back into place. All right, let's serve it. That looks amazing. So to make it even better, I like to drizzle the top of it with just a bit of condensed milk. So let's try it out. Okay, so we've got our condensed milk here, and we're gonna drizzle just a tiny bit. Now you guys can use condensed milk, regular milk, anything. But I think that condensed milk adds a really nice creaminess that complements the creaminess of the coconut milk as well. So yeah, that's about it. Really easy to make. Took only a couple minutes, and yeah, let's dig in. Okay guys, I am back, and it is time to try our champorado. Let's see. Oh yeah. You can really taste the creaminess from the coconut milk in there, and the little bit of creaminess on top from the condensed milk, like I said, adds like a creamy but sweet goodness to it. It's really good. It's really important to let your glutinous rice soak at least overnight, because then it becomes fluffy and sticky when you crunch in. So it's really unique. It's not like regular rice where it's just like kind of hard and just a bit bouncy. This one's really bouncy. And adding that with the chocolate sauce makes it like a really chewy, superb dessert. The thing about champorado is it's from the Philippines, but it was originally inspired by the Spanish dessert called champorado. And champorado was introduced to the Philippines through the Spanish colonization. So basically what happened was the Spanish traders would come to the Philippines to trade, and they brought their what is known as champorado. And champorado is basically like it's like a chocolate sauce base, but the important distinction is that instead of rice, it uses kind of like bread. And so this is because the bread is obviously from the West, and the Filipinos, they saw it and they decided to add sticky rice, because sticky rice is really common in East Asia and Southeast Asia. And to be honest, I think it's genius because you know, it's nice and chewy, but also small and easy to digest. And yeah, I mean, it's just a really great snack. I would dream to have something like this for breakfast before heading out to school or work or something. Really good. I think the Filipinos aced it with this one from adding that sticky rice into it. Yeah, it's still warm on the inside, but cool on the outside. So it's really like you're eating a freshly made chocolate bar. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this. I hope you guys can enjoy it too. Don't just watch this video. I really recommend you guys try it out. But yeah, this week was making Champorado. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to leave a like down below. And if you guys have any comments, mention them below, because I read all your comments and any video ideas, any comments in general. If you liked it or didn't like it, I appreciate everything. Just leave it down there. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next week.